Well, we have not seen this team play like that in quite some time. The Leafs don't show up on time. And really don't leave on time either. As they lose 2-0 to the Arizona Coyotes in Arizona. They got shut out by the Coyotes. Really? Really? You just beat Vegas 6-3 in Vegas. And you came back from that 2-1 deficit where it was just a completely abysmal game at that point. And you come back and win 6-3. And then you lose 2-0 to Arizona. The offense wasn't going. You can't blame Freddie, really. That second goal, I would have liked him to hold that rebound. But, again, his team should score more than 2 goals, really. On average this year, the Leafs are averaging almost 4 goals a game. So they should be potting in those. Now, with this game the way it was, like I said, the Leafs did not start on time. The shots in the first period were 11-4. You're not going to win many periods like that. However, Freddie Anderson made his stops in the first, made all of them. It was 0-0 after 1 period. You're like, all right, let's go in the second. Freddie's standing up. Coach Babcock gets in the room. Hey, fellas, let's get out there. I sound like Don Cherry now. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to keep it going. Let's get out there, hey, and let's... Oh, that's really Don Cherry. Okay. Let's get out there and let's start on time here in the second period, you know, and show these Coyotes some good old-time hockey and get them going. Gets them all fired up, right? Wrong. The Leafs get a total of 7 shots in the second period, and they get outscored 2-0. And, of course, former Montreal Canadian Alex Galchenyuk, his 13th goal of the season, gives the Coyotes the 1-0 lead. Just over 2 minutes after that. Obviously, Josh Archibald scores his 7th of the year. Point shot from Derek Stepan. Again, Freddie would have loved him to clear that rebound either to the side or hang on to it. Instead, he kicks it right into the middle of the ice where Josh Archibald just bangs it in the rebound. No defenseman out there to clear the puck away, though. But, again, if the rebound wasn't there, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But you can blame somebody for any bit of that. Nonetheless, it's 2-0. Not even 6 minutes into the second period. Still lots of hockey to play. Let's go to the dying, about 6 minutes to play in the second period. Leafs get a power play, a 4-minute double minor. This is their chance to get back in this game, get a goal, maybe even 2. Let's just, to see what's going on. No. Leafs get nothing. Big old goose egg. They go into the second intermission having wasted that 4-minute power play, and you're still stuck 2-0. And you only get 7 shots, including the 4-minute power play. They probably had like 3 or 4 of them on that power play, which means you had 3 the rest of the period. Not very good. A total of 11 shots through 2 periods of play. Yeah, that's not going to win you many hockey games. It really isn't. Third period, about 3 minutes in, William Nylander tips in a point shot, and it's in the back of the net, and then we have a 1-goal hockey game. Hang on. High stick, off his shoulder, in the net. Can't buy a goal right now in this game. And they reverse it. And it's still 2-0. So not only did you waste a 4-minute power play, you got a goal disallowed, and you're still stuck 2-0 there in the third period. But even with that goal disallowed, you want to try and find some momentum. Oh, we want to get that goal right back. Let's get out there and get a good shift together. Not really. The Leafs don't really get any momentum in the third period until about the, 4-minute mark where they pull the goalie. Then they get a flurry of shots on net. Oh, you can't bury anything because you're trying to wait till the dying minutes to score 2 goals. They're collapsing because they got the 2-goal lead. And you get shut out by the Coyotes 2-0. Really? You're not going to win many games with 21 shots. You're not going to win any games with no goals. I guess technically you could. 0-0 game, go into a shootout and win it. But then again, technically, you'd win 1-0. You can't win with no goals. The Leafs, usually a dominant team in the faceoff dot. Not tonight. I mean, it was fairly even. 28-24 in favor of the Coyotes. You lose the shot battle. You lose probably the time of possession. You're 0 for 4 on the power play. You don't win on the draws. They didn't look good tonight. Now, having played so well as of late, you know, having won 7 of 9 coming into the game, having points in like 8 of their last 10, and they're feeling great. You're bound to have a stinker. I would have just much preferred it to be against a good team so we actually have an excuse. You played Arizona. Well, they didn't play bad. I'm not going to say that the Leafs just played terrible and Arizona played great. Or, sorry, I'm not saying the Leafs played terrible but the Arizona Coyotes played terrible too. Arizona didn't play bad, but they played better than the Leafs. The better team won today's hockey game. But, like I've said always, after a loss, you got to rebound and get back into the win column. Now, it's not going to be easy, though. Excuse me, guys. As on Tuesday night, the Leafs have a couple days off, all right, before they take on the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis to end the road trip. Now, you win that game. You have a 4-2 road trip coming home, and you are feeling great. You lose it. You've now lost 2 straight games, and you're 3-3 on the road trip. Big game there on Tuesday, right? 8 o'clock puck drop there. Freddie Anderson and Jordan Binnington, the expected starters in the game there. Jordan Binnington, I guess the resurgence of the Blues. It's a lot of credits goes to him. Because the Blues have always had that carousel of goaltending. You know, Brian Elliott, and obviously Jake Allen, and Carter Hutton. Or no, not Carter Hutton. Was it Carter Hutton? It might have been. Anyways, they bring in Jordan Binnington, guy who's, 25 years of age, 3rd-round pick in 2011, and he's 11-1 with a 1.69 goals against average and a .931 save percentage, and in 15 games, 13 starts, he's got 3 shutouts. He's been really good. He's been really good. He's 11-1-1 with a team that was struggling so bad. They have now won 9 straight games, have the Blues. They shut out the Colorado Avalanche there today, 3-0. They play tomorrow against Minnesota. Then they take on the Leafs on Tuesday. The Leafs have to start on time, get pucks to the net, make it difficult for Binnington, and get the first goal. I think that's a giant key going into that game is scoring that first goal. They haven't. They didn't today. I mean, ideally they didn't start on time. They really didn't finish at all. But you didn't score the first goal, and you lost. Getting that first goal, getting the momentum, getting your legs underneath you to get the game rolling is massive. Especially with a team like the Leafs who feeds off their speed, who feeds off their skill. Getting that first goal, getting everyone fired up, it gets a train chugging. But today, where their legs were where their legs were nowhere to be found, you didn't score a goal early on or even late. There was just no fight. No fight in the Toronto Maple Leafs there tonight. But it happens. 36-19-3 to the Leafs record. It's not terrible. It's not bad. All right, they're still playing great hockey. Excuse me, guys. Just got to clean up my nose. Still fighting this cold. I don't know what the heck's going on with it, guys. It's lingering like crazy. But you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed the video, and you guys did not enjoy today's game whatsoever. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below, guys. What do you think of the game? What do you think the Leafs play? What do you think of Frederik Andersen? Do you think the Leafs played terrible and Arizona played well? Do you think both teams played terrible? Or do you think the Leafs played well and just ran into a team who played a pretty good game in Arizona? You go nuts about that, guys. You guys go crazy about what you guys thought about today's game. Are you worried after tonight's game? I'm not, because the Leafs usually play down to their opponents. They did today. And Evan and I will talk to you guys sometime podcast edition, guys. It is all over the place right now, podcast-wise. Evan and I are so busy, and it's hard to find time right now. But I will keep you guys posted on when we'll be able to get that done for you, all right? Links are in the description for the podcast channel, guys, and for the podcast stuff on iTunes. Twitter is also down below. Follow up. Send me a DM. Do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys. Raptors edition, post-All-Star break. Skills Comp's on tonight. And the next game for the Toronto Raptors is Friday, so a week yesterday, so 6 days to go if you want to count today. As the Raptors welcome DeMar DeRozan to Scotiabank Arena for the first time as an enemy. I wouldn't say enemy, more as like a opposing player, if you want to say that. All right, that's next Friday, guys. I think it's a 7:30 tip-off there at Scotiabank Arena, Spurs and Raptors. Leafs edition, guys. We will be talking to you guys on Tuesday as the Buds are back in action, looking to get back into the win column after tonight's abysmal loss to the Coyotes as they head to St. Louis to take on the Blues. 8 p.m. puck drop. Frederik Andersen, Jordan Binnington, the expected starters in that game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys then.